Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your man Jumper back with another video. Today we're just gonna go over pretty much, is it worth it to do a budget squad? Should I do a no money spent squad next year in 2K21, or should I actually spend money on packs? As you see, I'm at his airness right now. I got a decent amount of tokens. My final end game squad was pretty. I think it came out okay. For my gold squad, I got pretty much all the gold cards I wanted, all the players with the longest wingspans. But I would suggest, I would highly recommend not to buy packs throughout the year. I know some people are going to be like, why? Why not buy packs? It's how you can get your MT. I'll tell you what, the amount of money that you're going to spend, the probability of actually pulling heat from these packs is slim to none. The game's not designed for you to really sit here and spend tons of money. You watch these people spend money, but they're spending crazy amounts. And unless you have, people that are going to be funding it in some way, shape, or form, it's definitely not worth it for your average gamer. But we're just going to go over it. The collection rewards. So I pretty much got all the way up to the best collection reward for the max amount of cards this year, which was, let me go to it, 2,900 cards. You get an AD. I went up to Dwayne Wade at 2,800, and it was a stretch for me. Now, I will say right now, I never completed any domination. So I know a lot of people are like, well, if you finish domination, it would have been easier for you. Yep, you're completely right. Me personally, I just think domination compared to some of the other modes I was grinding throughout the year. I did a lot of spotlight challenges. It just wasn't worth it for me. I mean, I got everybody else relatively quick. But I tell you what, once you get to a certain point with the cards, you're going to need to do domination. All the courts, some of the jerseys, some of the reward players, the extra tokens you would get, you're going to need to do that to try to get those rewards as quick as possible. So if you don't plan on doing domination, there's no point to go for collection reward. If you go to my triple threat offline, I only have 229 games played. I hate playing the computer. Like I don't enjoy. I don't enjoy it the same way that some others do, and I think the grind initially was insane. I know people were doing it, getting Dominique in the first week or two. Congrats to them, good for them. I don't have time for that. I enjoy playing online, especially early on before all the nonsense comes out and everyone's tweening with centers that are 7-8 and all that stupid nonsense, and the 5 out and all that. So I tried early on to just primarily play a lot of online games that were pretty much try to play a lot of games that were pretty much fun to play. Pretty much I play a lot of triple threat offline. That's probably my number one mode. This is the squad I'm running with right now. I got Ming, Durant, and Chamberlain. Got some height, got some shooters. I mean, at this point in the year, 2K comes out in a week or two, so a couple weeks, so it's a pretty glitchy lineup for now. But I think if you put infinite contracts on those three players, your three primary players, they all can shoot, they all can dribble. You're not wasting contracts, you're getting good packs, and you're more likely to win most of your games. So pretty much, once I got D-Wade, I sold a lot of my stuff. I completed all the collections. Current day, all the series except one, which I just never really got around to it because I started playing a lot more Madden. I did all the heat checks. I had way more cards. I had way more players. I sold a lot of players right before the gold packs dropped, so I can get some MT. I was sitting at about 1.5 mil. I think for my player of the month, I literally stopped playing the game because it was just very toxic and I just didn't enjoy it. One person missing is Jerry Lucas, and at this point, I don't even care about it. I don't think early on that these collections, I mean, you see a couple are locked in for me, but I literally just locked those in probably within the last 2 or 3 weeks. Tried to get Bobo before they released the locker code yesterday, which I'll go into a little bit more depth in a few regarding that locker code, what you should do with those tokens. That's kind of how I'm sitting back at 920. There's a locker code that dropped yesterday. Pretty much you would get 750 tokens or you get a guaranteed gold pack, which obviously the tokens are a lot more valuable between everything you can quick sell or even put on the block. If you were to spend those tokens to get these on the token market open, if you were to go and get the lights out packs, don't do the multi-dimensional, it makes no sense. You're going to have a chance to pull a pink diamond or a diamond, and you just have better odds on higher tier cards that have better quick sale value. You can make it easily over 100,000 without a doubt. Um, you can definitely pull over 100 packs. I forgot the exact number I calculated earlier, but it's definitely more beneficial to do that. So if you haven't already, like me, and you want some MT, why not? I'm still contemplating whether I'm gonna get MT to pretty much try to get some more GOAT cards, or if I'm just gonna go and get a let me show you the team I'm rocking with right now. So this is my normal online squad. There's not that many improvements I can do unless I have a couple 100,000 MT to get a couple of players. I mean, I wouldn't mind getting Giannis back or some other players, but this is what I'm running with now. So it just really comes down to preference of who you like and if it's more beneficial. But back to the collector rewards. First couple initial, absolutely terrible. 50 cards, but I mean, 50 cards is easy to get. So I guess when the game first comes out, your sapphires and rubies they're okay. The main things people want is to create their stuff. So I mean, you get your auction house, of course. You create your stuff, get some tokens. Um, if I can go back, I would probably go all the way up to maybe 2,500. I definitely wouldn't have went for Sabonis. He was absolutely terrible by the time I got him. I just, like I said, I didn't do domination, so I was a little behind the power curve, trying to get the last couple. And Sabonis, when he did come out, I mean, he was good, but at that point there were so many stretch fives. There was no point to even go for him. The 750 tokens is cool, but I don't know if I would lock in all the cards or keep all the cards because the amount of MT value you lock in is millions. I mean, I tell people all the time, if I didn't actually go for collector rewards, I could have easily been sitting at 4 or 5 million at the end of the year. And I did pull packs throughout the year. I don't think I have the best pack luck. I just think that I had a couple good pulls, but the way the market works, if you know how to work it, you know how to flip. I'm not even the biggest when it comes to sniping, but you could have easily been sitting at millions of MT towards the end of the year to get all the best cards, those game ending cards, in game cards. So I did a couple of flash pack. Which ones I do? I did 5, 8, and 9. I completed those. Might do the Yao Ming one, but I don't need to, and I'm not really interested in paying over 100k for a card for tokens that I don't even need. Let's see what else we got. But yeah, a lot of these sets they were relatively 2k this year. Oh man, they really surprised a lot of people, especially with the position locks. They said they're going to add position locks, which sound like a great idea, but we all know at the end of the day, it all came down to revenue for them. They're going to just continue to do what they need to do to, create revenue. People are going to buy packs regardless. It doesn't matter how much packs they're going for. I mean, I've been playing since 2K13, 2K14, and I remember the first MyTeam game modes, packs were nowhere near what they're 25k for a pack, dude. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, these are guaranteed GOAT packs. I get it. But even some of these other ones, like, it's just not worth it. The odds, if they're not guaranteed, they're not worth it, in my opinion. So I know going into next year, I plan on doing primarily a budget squad. I have tons of reward cards, and for the longest, I was running with a lot of reward cards. I know right now I added a couple cards with sets that were locked in, so that's why I have those in. But let's see what we got. I mean, there's so many reward cards. Look, we got so many opals, so many player of the weeks. At the end of the year, they started doing opals in the triple threat online and offline. It logically doesn't make sense to really hold on to cards. If you know how to play the game, now I understand size of the cards does matter, but if you know what you're doing, you don't need to have these cards. So pretty much, I'm at the point where you don't want to be like me and you have all these cards. You're not using probably 90% of them unless you're constantly doing squad builders or something like that. And it's just MT that can be going into something. Unless you lock it in, it's just MT that can be going into something. You got tons and tons of cards. I mean, they just go on for days. So many cards. I've got like 4 Giannis cards, 4 or 5 Giannis cards. It logically doesn't make sense to have thousands of cards and you're probably running with the same no more than 15 cards when you play. Everybody wants the best team. I understand that you do want to have players that like I'm still going. This is ridiculous. Heat checks, especially with the whole coronavirus thing this year, heat checks were pretty much pointless because they really didn't change as much once the new year hit, pretty much. And when they did, it was just like the badges. It was just such a waste, man. So Look, we're still going. We're still going. I'm only in 73s, and this goes all the way down to the 60s, 68, I believe. I believe when the year started off, they actually had cards but lower than 68, and then they ended up changing some stuff around. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. I really wouldn't. I mean, if you're a fan of getting the GOAT cards, the best cards in the game, go for it. I mean, they released a Dwayne Wade just as good. He probably goes for when he dropped, he was going for under 100K. Why would I grind and collect 2,800 cards? And then there's going to be players that have the same base and same dribble animations as some of these cards. I mean, they dropped another Anthony Davis that's actually better than this GOAT collector level Anthony Davis. It doesn't even make sense. It makes no sense. Jalen Rose, they never even upgraded this card. Like, it's mind blowing to me that you can collect 2150 and they never even give it an evil upgrade at any point in the year when they know that people requested and wanted that card. Scotty wasn't too bad, and then the whole evil grind for some of these cards, it wasn't even worth it. I mean, my Sabonis one used 50 points. After a million years, they finally did an update. So, I mean, it just really comes down to it. 100K is not bad. Everybody has different styles. Some people pull a lot of packs, but if you're going to play a budget, don't even waste your time and try to go for it. Or if you're trying to save money, just spend money. If you're going to spend money, just wait till the end of the year. Wait till the end of the year. I'm not too sure if they're going to have more badges. I mean, there was a significant amount of badges that were added on in this 2K compared to last year. I mean, you're looking at where's it at? I mean, look at this. This is ridiculous. 67 Hall of Fame badges. Like, what are you supposed to? 67 Hall of Fame badges. Like that's absurd, dude. But it is what it is. It's 2K. People like it. They're making money, so they're going to continue to do it. So I'm telling you, more than likely they're going to have position locks next year. So don't even try to lock in for some of these cards that you're not going to use for a good portion of time. If you're going to do that, don't even do it. But yeah, just my quick thoughts on that. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. I always like feedback, so feel free to drop some feedback. I'm not sensitive, so I mean, if you drop something that some people may think is offensive, or I don't want to say offensive, but if you drop something and you criticizing how I do, I'll take it and try to learn from it, try to get better at this thing. We're trying to just grow together. But I definitely appreciate it. Appreciate the support and everything. If you haven't already subscribed, like, and we got tons of videos coming. It's gonna be tons of up and coming for this new year. We're gonna have tons of 2K21 videos. We're gonna have tons and tons of Madden. Probably, honestly, more Madden. I'm definitely gonna be grinding on both of them. I just enjoy playing Madden a lot more. It's a lot less toxic. It's a lot more fun, and I think the way that you grind your cars it's a lot better pack odds if you do want to spend money in the game. So, yep. But that's all. This is Man Jump. I'm out. If y'all need anything, holla at me. If you got any questions, you got any tips, trust me, I know what I'm doing. I know I'm a little newer than some of these people when it comes to YouTube, but I'm a vet in this. I've been doing this for years. So, yep, that's all. Catch y'all later.